Hello everyone, it seems that Mr. Dapperton has decided to demonstrate what a laughable joke anarcho-capitalism is.
During Trump's inauguration, there has been riots. And something that you probably didn't know because the media is not covering it for some reason, it's coming from the extreme left, from the anarcho-communists. You know, the fake anarchists.
How are they fake anarchists? They support the overthrow of the capitalist state.
Anarchism just means no rulers. Capitalism is the only system that exists that will give you no rulers. But what do you guys want to do? You guys want to create a communist system that outlaws selling your own labor. That is the most basic freedom of all, and you want to outlaw that? That requires some pretty powerful and tyrannical rulers, don't you think? And if it requires rulers, that means there's rulers, and it's no longer anarchism. You follow? Oh, but capitalism requires rulers. No, it's called voluntary hierarchy. You go to someone's business, you go to someone's private property. Yeah, you have to obey their rules, but you don't have to be on their property. You don't have to work for them. That is voluntary. With communism, everything's forced by rulers. Therefore, not real anarchism. Because, again, rulers.
Or Stu have spent the last few weeks defending statist Trump. Do you even know what anarchism is?
I defend Trump because he's pro-capitalism a lot of the time, and I am too pro-capitalism. So once in a while, we're on the same page. It doesn't make me statist. Right in the video that I'm responding to right now, they say that I'm statist in the title of the video. How? How the fuck am I statist? My principles are 100% anarcho-capitalist. I don't like being referred to an anarchist because that name's been tainted by anarcho-communists. But it doesn't change the fact that my beliefs are those of anarcho-capitalists and that I am technically an anarcho-capitalist. The reason why I consider myself a voluntarist and the fact that I believe in voluntarism is because I don't want to be associated with anarchists because they get associated with anarcho-communists who are a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't like being confused with idiots. The real anarchists believe in capitalism.
Like I have said many times before, capitalism requires the state to enforce private property rules, which tend to be extensive. The fact that you fail to understand this shows that you are simply a moron.
Okay, you and Sargon of Akkad make the same argument, and it just makes no damn sense to me. Let me show you why it makes no sense to me. This is police officers, okay? Look at them. They have guns. Surely you could protect property with guns. Here's a city being protected by private security. Look, they have guns. Surely private property could be protected by guns. So what's the fucking difference? Why can police protect private property, but private security can't? That makes no damn sense. You do realize the United States of America has more private security than it does police. And it works pretty damn well. So don't say that private security can't protect private property, because they already do. And they do it more often and better than the police do today. Basically, your homeowners association or the people that, rent out your apartments, they will pay for private security. You don't even have to worry about it. So don't act like you can't afford it. And if you can't afford it for some whatever reason, it makes no damn sense. But let's say you couldn't afford it. Well, I'm sure you could afford a $200 shotgun. And you know what they want to replace it with? The worst ideology and belief of all. Communism. That's right. There's two groups that identify as anarchists, and they are absolute opposites of each other.
Anarcho-communists are real anarchists, whilst anarcho-capitalists are really statists in disguise.
How is a statist when they want to replace 100% of the state with capitalism? That's not statist. That's the opposite of statist. Now, as a real anarchist, I believe in the non-aggression principle, which is something that these fuckers break all the goddamn time.
Of course they break it. The non-aggression principle can only be enforced by the state. Once again, Dapperton, you are no anarchist.
What the fuck? Did you really just say that? The non-aggression principle must be enforced by the state? The state breaks the non-aggression principle. The only way the state could get anything done is by pointing a gun, which breaks the non-aggression principle. Its very existence is against the non-aggression principle. How could it enforce it? For example, let's say you don't pay a fine for the government, right? They're extorting you. Well, that's against the non-aggression principle. Well, you don't pay that fine, right? What do? They kidnap you, which is against the non-aggression principle. What happens if you resist? They'll kill you, which is against the non-aggression principle. Let's say they don't kill you and they throw you in a cage like an animal. That too is against the non-aggression principle. Let's say they decide to do the death penalty on you. That's against the non-aggression principle. Every rule that the state enforces, they have to break the non-aggression principle to enforce it. So how the hell can they enforce the non-aggression principle when all they could do is break it? And you keep saying that I'm a fucking statist, but you give no examples as to why or how. All you do is just state that I am and act like that's enough proof. That's right. Real anarchists give up violence, and they...
How can you overthrow a state without violence?
I gotta tell you, that doesn't shock me that you think that. Somebody disagrees with me. I gotta punch them in the face. Well, how about just trying to have a conversation with them and enlighten them? Use education to change their mind. That's what I plan to do. I want to change everybody's mind through education, because if everybody believed what I believe, right? If everybody believed what I believe tomorrow, the next day there wouldn't be any government, because people would stop showing up to their government jobs and people wouldn't fucking want government anymore, so they would stop making it happen. That's the solution. I'm not going to force somebody to live like me, okay? But that's what you'll do. You'll be like, live like me or I'm going to kill you, because you're a piece of shit. You shouldn't force people to live like you want to live. People should voluntarily choose if they want to live like you.
This is one of the reasons why everyone laughs at Ancaps. Their ideology is just so illogical that a child could debunk it.
But these fuckers don't do that at all. And frankly, I'm personally tired of calling myself an anarchist because I get confused with these fuckers.
Good, you never were an anarchist.
Sick burn, sick burn. These pleather jacket, mohawk wearing, cock smoking communists. Real anarchists believe in freedom. They believe in non-violence.
Once again, how can you overthrow a state without violence? You have no idea what you are talking about, Dapperton.
Have you never heard of changing people's minds? No, you haven't heard that? You just heard, think what I think or I'll kill you? That's all you know of? See, this is why people hate the left. Because instead of having a civilized debate and, just proving your argument to be legitimate, instead, you guys just want to punch your opponent in the face because you don't have a good argument. See, in this instance, you're even worse because you're saying that you should not only punch the people that disagree with you, but you should violently overthrow and kill them. It's so fucking funny to me. If you want to go live in a commune, no one's stopping you. You could have done that the whole time, but instead you're trying to force the entire society to do it with you when they don't fucking want to. Because you're a violent, authoritarian prick. Now, how many times do I have to say this? Trump is not fucking racist. He just wants people to come into the country legally.
Should you not be condemning Trump for this? As an anarchist, you should surely be outraged that he is going to increase the size of government in this area.
Yes, I condemn him for that. But that doesn't make him racist. See, it makes him racist in your eyes because anytime somebody does something you disagree with, you automatically call them racist. But I'm not that way. For me, people actually have to be racist to be considered racist by me.
Indeed, Trump even promised that he would triple the number of immigration and custom enforcement agents during the election campaign. Yet, you have nothing but praise for the man.
Nothing but praise for him? I disagree with what he's doing there. But there are things that I agree with him on. Capitalism being great. Guns being awesome. But just because I praise his pro-gun and pro-capitalist statements doesn't mean suddenly I'm a statist. Anyways, I'm out of this bitch. Catch you on the next episode.
Everything should be free.
Free, huh? Would you like a free helicopter ride?
You're damn skippy.
So, how do you feel about Karl Marx?
Oh, I love Marx! I survived, but god damn it, it hurt.
Yeah! How do you like them Marx, bitch? The episode you just watched was completely funded by my Patreons who donate to me. If you would like to see more similar content, please consider donating to my Patreon as well. Link in the description box. If you can't donate anything, even $1 a month, then just consider smashing that like button. That helps too. Catch you on the next episode.